of you. First, let me know is audio and video both are okay. Are we good to go? Let me know once, is audio and video both are okay. Are we good to go? Good evening, everyone. Both okay? Chaliye. Very good evening to all of you. Welcome to JAIIB CAIB English Medium channel. So today we are starting our JAIIB IEIFS crash course. Okay, today's session is about IEIFS crash course. As you have 1 month period of this crash course, so that we will be able to score 60 marks in the paper. Okay, that's our target. So for this, we have to put a little extra efforts because we have a limited time period. Those bankers who have already started with the comprehensive classes, like if you have already joined our detailed batches or foundation batches, definitely this crash course will be overall revision and practice session for you. And if some bankers are there who are starting the preparation from now onwards, then they have to put a little extra effort to cover everything in this 1 month. Okay, so let's start today's session. And also I'm checking your comments on the YouTube. Those who are watching us on YouTube, if you have any doubt, if you have any query, you can ask here. Okay, so let's start. First of all, exam dates. We know our paper of IEIFS is on 2nd of November. And 2nd of November, we can say we have less than 1 month now, but definitely it is still possible to clear the paper in this duration by putting more efforts and by going towards the right strategy for this. Okay, so let's move forward. Now, passing criteria, I would love to inform you because this is our target, right? We have to know that what we are achieving, what we are trying to achieve in the future. So that's why we are going to discuss first a quick understanding of the passing marks. So if you are only going for IIFS subject, let's say all the other 3 subjects you have cleared in the earlier attempt, but this time only IIFS subject is remaining. So to clear individual subject in a multiple attempts, you need 50 marks out of 100. So we know we have a 100 marks paper. So we need how many marks? We need a 50 marks out of 100 to clear a particular paper. 120 minutes, it means 2 hours will be given to us. There is no negative marking, paper will be online. And all the pattern of questions will be MCQ pattern. Multiple choice questions will be there. In multiple choice question, they will ask a multiple way. They can ask the syllabus in a multiple way, like one-liner questions, filling the blanks, match the following, case study questions, numerical questions. Apart from that, I can say you will find the paragraph-based question. Might be possible they will give a paragraph and on the basis of that paragraph, they will ask the questions, right? And a statement-based question. In IEIFS, most number of questions we have seen was in the statement-based pattern. One-liner question they used to ask, but May 2023, when this subject was introduced, since then till May 2025, there was very less one-liner questions have been seen. So we cannot be dependent on like we will be focusing on a one-liner question, will clear the paper. It's not possible. We have to go in depth of the syllabus. So that's how you will be getting 50 marks only. Next, minimum marks. Acha, if you are going for all the 4 subjects in this attempt, let's say for example in November 2025, you are going for all the 4 paper, then you need minimum 45 marks out of 100 and aggregate 200 marks are required. In each subject, 45 marks are mandatory, okay, to clear the individual subject. And to clear overall JIB here, you need aggregate marks that should be 200 and above. So each subject minimum 45 marks, aggregate 200 marks. If we fulfill this criteria, we will be able to clear the JIB in the first attempt only. Okay, in a single attempt only. Now let's move forward. If we talk about previous papers, like as I've told you, May 23 was the duration when this paper was introduced, the subject was introduced. And from May 23 till May 25, 5 papers have been conducted by IIBF. May 23, October 23, May 24, October 24, and then May 25. In these 5 attempts, we have analyzed the average weightage of the modules, in which you can see module A have given 15 to 20 marks paper, module B again 15 to 20, module C 25 to 30, and module D was 35 to 40 marks. So you can see maximum portion comes from the module D. And this is the average. It's not like in every attempt, this was the pattern, this was the marks distribution. No, it's an average of all the 5 papers. If I talk about June 2024, you will see from the module D, they have asked 45 to 50 marks questions. Okay, and if I talk about the May 2025 paper, they have asked around 10 to 11 marks question from module A. So that's why this is the average. It's not like this time is also this is going to happen. No, this is the average. Like this happened in the previous 5 papers. And accordingly, but yes, this is confirmed that module D always remain the module or the syllabus that have been highest weightage in the paper, right? So module D always been highest weightage paper or always been the highest weightage module in IFS. Then A, B, and C, they keep changing. The number of questions they ask from these 3 modules, it keeps changing. So accordingly, we have to prepare. So module D is very much important, definitely very much important. Okay, so I will be helping you out in this orientation class. I will help you out I will tell about the subject, what is IFS, and I will be telling which are the important topics. Then I will give you the strategy for the next 1 month. Then we will be discussing what are the focus points on the basis of what we have to go for the next 1 month, and then the sources. Do remember whatever sources I'm going to tell you in this session, you follow them. It's very important you follow them. Okay, so accordingly focus on this. So we have an Indian economy and Indian financial system. This is a book. Total number of units we have 45 and 4 modules are there. Okay, even if you think about it like I will cover 1 unit in 1 day, you don't have sufficient time. So definitely we have to cover more part of our syllabus in a minimum period of time. Then next thing is Indian economy, Indian financial system, as the 4 modules are there. Module A is Indian economy, Indian economic architecture, which covers 11 chapter 1 to 11. Then module B, economic concepts related to banking, which covers 8 chapter from unit number 12 to 19. From 1 to 11, we have module A, 12 to 19, we have module B. Module C is all about Indian financial architecture, which covered 9 chapters from unit 20 to unit 28. These 9 chapters are there. Then module D is financial product and services, which covers 17 units from unit number 29 to unit number 45. Okay, these are the total modules we have in our IFS paper. Clear? So accordingly, we have to prepare. So as you can see, number of chapters are more in module D. So definitely weightage will be more. It's not like module D is specifically favorite for IIBF. No, it's because the content of module D is much, we can say longer in comparison to the other modules. That's why maximum questions come from the module D. Now, for the next 1 month, you have to prioritize your preparation. Definitely, I keep saying to everyone, you have to cover every module, you have to cover every unit, you have to cover every terminology. Everything have to be covered to clear the JAIIB paper, and trust me, it's very true. If you are getting guidance like do read these 10 chapters and you will be definitely clearing the paper, that's not a right guidance. Trust me. Why I'm saying so? Because you have to be a one lucky child of a God that you are studying only 10 chapters and you clear the paper. Because the number of questions they are asking, the pattern of questions they are asking, the depth of questions they are asking is much. What I can say, we can say that this is much tougher than what JIB used to look like, right? So definitely, I'm not saying these things to scare you or something like that. I'm just telling you the truth because we have 1 month. We cannot have any kind of assumptions like I can do this and still the paper will be clear. I can only watch the marathon and then I clear the paper. No such situation is there. You have to cover everything in detail. But now in 1 month, what can be done? So that's why I'm giving you the priority. Like how you have to move for this 1 month, and the priority is module D, then C, then B, and then A. This sequence you have to follow. If you are even starting from today only, now first go with the D, then C, then B, and A. Now, when we will be studying the concepts, I keep saying A, B, C, D, such kind of sequence you should follow, or you should follow C, D, A, B kind of sequence. But because that sequence help you to understand the subject better, that's why you will be able to consume the concepts in very much understanding that whatever level of questions will come, you will be able to answer. But it is for if you have 3 months or 4 months to prepare, Then you can go with the C, D, A, B sequence. But now 1 month is there, so everybody have to follow the sequence D, C, B, A. Okay, the sequence have to be followed for the 1 month. Next, marks distribution, as I have already told you. Module A and B covers around 30 to 40 marks. Module C and D of arts cover 60 to 65 marks. So as you can see, weightage is there in the module C and D, and A and B definitely. But now sometimes this also happened. What happened, I will tell you. In June 2024, because of the election, the paper was not conducted in May, it was conducted in June. So in June 2024, we have seen the first shift paper was more about A and B module. Okay, second and third again came to the C and D module, but first shift paper was about A and B module. And now IIBF is doing this every time after June 2024. In May 2025, even what IIBF have done, in the first shift, there was no numerical question. In second shift, there was around 5 to 6 questions of numerical. In third shift, they have added 8 to 10 numerical questions. So in every shift, they are making changes. Right, definitely it used to happen earlier, like every shift questions or the topic at least used to repeat. Like if in the first shift they have asked about, let's say, Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, in the first shift they have asked the age limit or age group. So they will be asking Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana again in second shift and third shift, but definitely questions will be different. First they have asked age group, second they might ask the premium, third they might ask the benefit. So, but topic used to be repeat, but now they are not repeating topic as well. So what they have done in the first shift, if they have asked Atal Pension Yojana, and second they will change it to the next scheme like Suraksha Bima Yojana, and third you come with the National Pension Scheme. So they are asking schemes in every shift, but different schemes. So earlier the topics used to repeat, but now they are not repeating it that much level that used to be there. So definitely IIBF is making the paper tough day by day, and accordingly we have to prepare for ourselves. Hana? Now, next, numerical topics are there definitely. You can find these all are the chapters from where you will find the numerical. Okay. And definitely whenever we talk about the numericals in IEIF is not that much tough. Sometimes bankers, when they heard the term numericals are going to be asked, they feel like it is going to be tough, or they actually scare with the numerical. But trust me, the IEIFS numericals are not that much tough. You can easily cover them. In single session, you can cover the whole IEIFS numericals. One single session will be sufficient for you to cover your numericals, and that we will be taking care of. Don't worry. Okay, one numerical session will be there, and all the subject numerical we will be covering in that. It's easy to go. It's not like AFM. IIFS numericals are really very simple. It's not like AFM. AFM is tougher. It's accounts. Definitely, it's all about the practical subject. But in IIFS, you will find the numerical questions are easy to do. So insurance, sum assured, they can ask corporate social responsibility. In mutual fund, they can ask to calculate the net asset value. They can ask you to calculate inflation rate. They can ask to give the many measurement that RBI does. RBI checks what's the liquidity available in the market. For that, RBI use M1, M2, M3, M4. So they can ask to calculate this. In union budget, they can ask us to calculate the deficits. What is primary deficit? What is fiscal deficit? So they will give the certain values, and then they will ask how to calculate the revenue deficit, or calculate the effective revenue deficit. So deficits can be asked. Taxes can be asked. Taxes like net indirect taxes. They will give you the all value in the portion, but they will ask calculate the net direct taxes or net indirect taxes. So that's we have to calculate. Okay. Then system of national accounts we have. In system of national account, we have a lot of questions. Questions can come from GDP calculation, GNP calculation, NDP, NNP, per capita income, national income, GDP deflator, even gross value added, GVA can be asked. So system of national account, even the calculation of national income have a multiple formulas to calculate. They can ask you to calculate the private income. They can ask you to calculate the personal income. They can ask to calculate the personal disposable income. So many numericals are there in the national income chapter that you have to cover. Then money multiplier, the money multiplier and velocity of money that you might be asked to calculate, like velocity of money calculation, as well as you have to calculate the money multiplier. So all these are the topics that you have to cover for the numericals. Okay, and they all can be covered in one session only. So don't worry about the numerical part. Now, in last 30 days, even there are not no 30 days are remaining. We have a less than 30 days now, but still, let's see. You can do the hours distribution. In module A, you can go for 6 hours, module B 6 hours, module C 10 hours, and module D is 15 hours. Now you will think how it can be done. Trust me, it can be done. If you are linked with Officer Study 24/7, then now you have a crash course, which we are starting. Today we are starting this crash course for you. Then after that, you will have a power pack revision batch. So combination of these two, okay, the combination of these two will cover proper syllabus of your IFS or even all the 4 subject I can say. So combination of this will help you to cover module A in 6 hours, module B in 6 hours, C in 10 and D in 15 hours. Okay, but definitely both have to be completed. Okay, now if you're doing a self-study, I would suggest if you feel like that you have that much time or period that you will do the research and development as well, and then you can understand the concept, then you can revise the concept, then you can go for the mock test, then do the self-study. If you think like you don't have that much time, you have a lot of work pressure, or you feel like that work-life balance is not going good, so for this last 1 month, I would suggest subscribe to the dedicated batch. It will help you because all R&D and everything will be done by the mentors. You don't have to go and search everything. Hana, you don't have to understand everything by yourself by Googling it or something like that. It will be explained to you, Hana, in very much detail. That will be very much helpful to save your time. And you can put that time of R&D in your mock test, because in mock test, we can't help you. In the paper, in the main examination, you will be studying there, you will be sitting there, you will be seeing the questions on the screen, and then you have to answer. There no mentor can help you. There only you are the person who have to memorize everything you have covered in the last 4 or 5 months preparation, and then you have to answer the question. And for that, you have to practice. So practice is as much important as conceptual understanding. Okay, so accordingly, go for the practice as well. And you can save your time and go for the practice. Now, what are the important things that you can do for this last 26 or 28 days? First is be consistent. If you are joining a crash course today, every class, every test, every full length mock test, or every YouTube session, which we will be suggesting you that you have to watch this, go for it. This consistency in every important session which your mentor is saying, you have to do that. So be consistent in the study. Prioritize the modules. Not only in IFS subject, in every subject, I would suggest go and prioritize your module. In some subject, like in PPB, the same sequence is important. A, B, C, D. That's the priority for your PPB. But it's not for IFS. IFS, as I have told you, D, then C, then B, and then A. So every subject will have their own priority, Hana, in the modules and the topics. So you have to cover accordingly. Now, core conceptual understanding. If you're still starting today now, then you think like I will memorize the concept and then will clear the paper. It won't work like that. If you are not covering, let's say, 100 concept, if you are covering only 50 concepts, understand them. Do not try to like doing only memorizing the content. Don't do that. Understanding the concept is more important. So every time when you are studying for any subject, understand the concept. Don't try to memorize the concept. Revision strategy you have to follow. So for the revision, I would say you have to find out the mini time schedules. Hana, like a lot of people does that. Like when I used to be student, I also used to do this. Like I will get 5-hour time from this time to this, let's say, and then I will revise the concept, or then I will study. So we always find a large study hours, then we will be doing this or we will be doing that. But that's not useful. And being a banker, study is not your full-time job. Your full-time job is what you are doing in a bank, right? After that, you have to give time to your family as well. So we are at this situation, we are not students anymore, right? But definitely, we have decided to learn something. We have decided to achieve something in our career as well. So for that, we are going for JAIIB or bank promotion, then CIB or any certificate exam. So for that, you have to find mini study hours or mini study time, right? If you are free for 15 minutes, open your phone, check the application, look at the PDFs or video recordings, or if any mentor have provided you some PDF, go through that PDF, revise it, and do all of these things. If you are getting 10 minutes, 15 minutes, if you're doing a traveling from the public transport, like if you're going office with the public transport, those bankers who are in metro cities, definitely they are spending 3 to 4 hours in metros, or let's say I can say in the public transport. So if you are one of them, use that time. You have your headphones, you have your phones, you have your PDFs, you have your video recordings. If you feel like that internet won't be available in the metro or something like that, what you can do, you can simply pre-download your video in phone. Okay, you can download your PDFs in the phone and you can read them offline as well. So you have to find mini study time. If you are free for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, half hour, go for it. Do revise something. If you are feeling like, oh, I'm only free for 15 minutes, do practice 2 or 3 numericals of the AFM or IFS. That you can do. And this is how you have to manage your time. And this is the strategy we have to follow for revision. Okay, if you feel like I will take a 1 week off from my bank and then I will do the revision, it won't possible. So that's what we have to do for revision. Now, mock test and its review is very important. As I've already told you, practice is as much important as the conceptual understanding, because the paper language is tough. Whatever question IIBF is asking, it's giving very tricky language. At the same time, you have to understand the language. You have to remember the concept that you have studied. You have to link that concept with that tricky language and match the answer, and then you have to answer the question. So a lot of things at the same time you have to do, and all of these are going to be there when you have exam pressure, when you have a pressure that only 25 minutes are left. So such kind of things happens to us, and that solution is only practice. Only practice will help you to be more smart in your exam and have a more smart way or approach to attempt your paper. Okay, so it's very important you go for the mock test and you review the same. Okay, next. Seek clarification. Clarification is very much important. If you don't have clarification, it will affect your preparation. You will feel like I keep doing everything, but still I'm not getting the marks. Now, the clarification you can take from your mentors. You can take it from the other bankers who are preparing for it. Like it happens, sometimes we stuck in a loop. Like I have done conceptual study, I have revised the concept, I'm giving the topic wise test or full length mock test, but I am not getting marks more than 40 or 45. It means somehow we are stuck in a loop and we are not able to find out the reason why this is happening with us. So for that, do talk to your mentors or do talk to some person who you know that this person have overcome this issue. And he is doing well in this subject, or he is well, let's say, confident about this subject. So you can talk to them, take the clarification, and then move forward. Because sometimes when we are doing something, we feel like I am doing everything correct. But the problem is something is missing there. That's why we are not able to get the more marks than 45 or something like that. So it's important to accordingly manage our preparation. Now, stay confident and positive, very important. If you still think in your mind, IFS subject is very tough, it's very hard to clear, and all the people I know, they have cleared this paper in the second attempt or third attempt. And if you have these negative thoughts in your mind, definitely you won't be able to clear the paper. So first thing is, not overconfident, stay confident. If you being confident, if you being positive, it can be done. Because a lot of bankers message us after the paper that we have only seen 2 marathon of yours and we have cleared the paper. We have only joined your Power Pack revision batch and I cleared the paper with 65 marks. Such kind of messages comes to us. And they have actually tried. They have tried in the last 2 days. Like you have a paper on 2nd of November. You will be having your Maha Marathon, Maha Revision on 31st and 1st. So at the last 2 days before they have tried. Some people try at the one night before your paper. And still they are able to clear the paper. It's not like I'm saying you can do the same and you can clear the paper. Every person have the different capability of consuming concepts or covering concept. Like might be possible you guys are understanding accounts in half hour. And you have understand how to create a balance sheet, everything in a half hour. But I have never been an accounts student. So it might take 1 hour for me. Right? This happened. So that's why I say first make your mind. If others can do that, I can also do that. That person have done in 2 days, I still have 26 days, so I can do that. This kind of thought is very much important to clear the paper. So these are the 7 points I would say. Do remember this before giving up on yourself for your paper. Okay, and about the crash course I will tell you later, but before I want to show you some topics from where the questions have been asked in your May 2025. So this is the topics from where the paper was asked, or from where the May 25 third shift questions was asked. And you can see all the handed questions are there with us. I will share this PDF with all of you in our paid classes. Don't worry about it. In today's PDF, I will upload this PDF as well. Okay, so you can check this PDF and you can check the topic. So you can see February 2002. First question is February 2023 green debt security revised guidelines. Like, who have issued these guidelines? Then US dollar index have been asked, like how many currencies are there in which, Hana? Insurance broker related some question was asked, in which it have been asked which of the following statement is wrong about the insurance broker. Something like that question was there. One question was there from deficit financing. Okay, then SFG was asked. CPI released by whom? It have been asked. Money demand curve, income label changes, then what happened to the money demand curve? This was asked in the paper. Then you can see they have asked the nomenclature, like how to mention the certain security, and they have given multiple options how to write, or what is the nomenclature of this government security. So always remember, first interest rate, second we will put the name of the authority who have issued them, third we will have a maturity period. So this is the right nomenclature of any government securities issues. Then they have asked the subsector of industrial sector. There are 4 subsector of industrial sector that have been asked. Then RBI green deposit have been asked. Government securities coupon rate, and settlement, and how much duration the settlement will be done. CSR activity, like we know in the corporate social responsibility 2% is mandatory. But what if somebody have given more than 2%? In that situation, what will happen? Like, let's say, for example, XYZ company is there and they were having a good profit. So they have thought to invest 4% in the corporate social responsibility. 2% is mandatory, but above that, company can go according to their situation. So now the remaining 2%, which is excess of the minimum amount, what can be done of that 2%? So it will be set off in future. In future, if that company is not able to give even 2% of the CSR, then they can do the set off of the earlier paid extra 2%. So that question was asked. Now NBFC and bank difference have been asked. Okay, this question used to be asked like when you have given bank PO or clerk preparation, when you were doing, and if you have given interview as well. This used to be a very common question, in the interview, in the bank PO clerk interview, when in the clerk interview used to happen. This question was very common, like what is the difference between bank and NBFC, right? Now, Central Board of Directors of RBI have been asked. Then Treasury bills minimum amount, that is 10,000. Certificate of deposit maturity have been asked. For bank, there is different maturity. For financial institution, there is a different maturity. Credit rating agencies have been asked. Economic organizational fundamental question was asked. Law of diminishing marginal utility. Why development financial institution have been introduced. Banking Regulation Act Section 10 have been asked. CRR and SLR purpose have been asked, like why RBI have introduced this. Okay, then we have NPS, National Pension Scheme, definitely asked. Then Lyon and Robbins definition. There are 4 economists whose definition is very famous, like Mr. Adam Smith is there, Mr. Alfred Marshall is there, Mr. Lyon and Robbins is there, Mr. Paul Samuelson is there. So out of these 4, Mr. Robbins definition have been asked. Adjusted net bank credit, A and BC, that's a part of your PSL. So the calculation, that was the numerical, the calculation on the A and BC have been asked. And A and BC also have been asked in your PPB paper in May 2025. So A and BC is important for both paper, IFS and PPB. Now, economic development feature have been asked. Call money, notice money, term money, borrower or lender relationship have been asked. Then Viksit Bharat by which year? Lease finance, hire purchase statement based question was there. Age in various scheme, IBRD sovereign loan, rate of interest versus demand of savings. Then PSL, license given or provided to priority sector, like Narsimhan Committee 2 related recommendation have been asked. credit score that provided by the credit information companies, then financial inclusion index, Government of India traceable auction, then the merger. This merger have been asked so many times by IIBF. The 2019 and 2020 merger. In 2019, Dena and Vidya Bank merged with the Bank of Baroda. Then in 2020, PNB, Union Bank of India, then Indian Bank, then Canara Bank. These merger also asked. Now open market operation, scarcity and wealth definition. That is scarcity given by Mr. Robbins, wealth given by Adam Smith. Then term money, that's an instrument of money market, have been asked. Then you can see effective revenue deficit. I was telling you about the deficit. Law of demand, then mutualization, demutualization statement-based question was there. Then something related to not a traceable on the basis of tribes or maturity, like the question have been given, which of the following is not a part of traceable. Niti Aayog related question was there. FAMA was there. Trades transaction, microeconomics, total PSL of a small finance bank have been asked. Achha, can you tell me what is the target for a small finance bank for total PSL? How much percent it is? I think it's very simple question I'm asking to you under PSL. Next, cash term spot time period. This is the instrument of FX retail platform, foreign exchange retail platform. That's the question from there. The validity have been asked for this. Now, SLR is defined under which act, which section have been asked. Currency note, legal tender decided by. Like who gives the legal tender to the currency? Definitely government gives. That's why the currency will become fiat money. Then you can see gift city according to per capita income, countries category by World Bank. Like World Bank have given us the category on the basis of per capita income. So that have been asked. 2000 rupee note abolished policy, currency note policy related question was there. Venture capital. Although currency note policy is not in your syllabus, clean note policy also not in your syllabus, but question from the clean note policy have been asked by IIBF so many times. So clean note policy is not a dedicated, like not a direct part of your syllabus, but yes, because the evolution of currency is there in one chapter. That's why they ask the questions on the clean note policy. Okay, mutilated notes, soil notes, such kind of questions are there. Venture capital definition, venture capital purpose, FX retail platform, the cash, spot, term, those instruments we will be discussing in the earlier question. It was related to FX retail platform. Okay, long-term debt instrument, then development financial institution. First development financial institution was established was IFCI in 1948. Insurance penetration numerical, there is insurance penetration, insurance density, that is also asked. Then now Veblen goods equilibrium situation, PPP, triple P, that is purchasing power parity, call and put option, bond valuation and theorem. Bond valuation and theorem also have been asked in every paper. Okay, special drawing rights review, then forward rate agreement. Then you can see RBI circular related question was asked about the trades participant. Retail individual investor limit have been asked. RBI deputy governor, maximum number of deputy governors that can be there. Maximum are 4. Minimum depends on RBI. Okay. Open and close-handed lease. Then credit rating agencies basic feature. Then not a regulator options have been given. Out of that, it have been asked which of the following is not a regulator. NBFC, MFI have been asked. Foreign banks, Sustainable Development Goal 13, that is about climate action, limited liability partnership, and local boards of RBI, minimum paid up for trades, then market economy, then Narsimhan Committee 1 and 2 both have been asked. Payment banks, medium enterprises, certificate of deposit by scheduled commercial bank, minimum amount is 5 lakh, that have been asked. Rural urban migration, prudential limit for call and notice, match the following was there about the concept. Bonus share, equity, right issue, participatory, preferential shares. One side their name have been given, second side the definitions have been given. So you have to match the definition. Like which one is correct about bonus issue, bonus share, which one is correct about right issues, such question was there. Development financial institutions set up CRISIL, then demand curve shift was there. Hicks-Hanson theory was asked. 50 paisa legal tender up to what, that have been asked. Indian Coinage Act 2011. Then sustainable development goal related question, money demand curve, future and forward contract. Then these all are your development financial institution, that is IDBI, EXIM, SIDBI, IFCI, related to their establishment question was asked. Like so many bankers ask in the paper, Do we have to remember the years? Do we have to remember the dates? Yes, you have to, because they ask sometimes the actual date of the establishment also. So you can see match the following question was there on the establishment of development financial institution. So definitely you have to remember that. Trades operations regulated by whom? It is regulated by RBI. Interpret liquidity preference theory have been asked. And this is how the total 100 questions have been asked. Okay, you can see I have discussed the 100 topics from where the questions have been asked in May 2025. Shift 3. Okay, so you can see if you analyze this whole PDF, you will find module C and D question was more in comparison to module A and B, and this happens every time. This happens every time. So accordingly, you have to prepare. Okay. Now the next thing we have to focus on the sources. So I have told you now let's discuss the topics as well. Now, so this is your crash course, and this is your study plan for IFS subject. As you can see, this is the IFS subject study plan. We are starting from 6th of October and till 24th of October, I will be covering your syllabus. And from 14th of October, Kinshuk will start, until 23rd of October, Kinshuk sir will cover the A and B module. So A and B will be covered by Kinshuk sir. C and D will be covered by me. Okay, accordingly, your study plan will be there that you can check on the application. And this is the crash course we are starting today. Okay, and to enroll, how to enroll, I will tell you that. Okay. So what's first, you have to download the 24/7 application. After downloading the application, you will find the details of the batch there that you can enroll. So I will show you here. So what you have to do, first download the 24/7 application. After downloading the application, you will be able to see this home page. Okay, here you have to select the exam category, that will be JAIIB CAIIB. Then go to JAIIB November 2025. You will find here all the batches. When you click on view all option, you will find all the batches. Crash course, Mahapack is there. When you scroll down, you will find the individual subscription batches of subject as well. So whatever batch you want to enroll. See, if you are enrolling in crash course and you want to have a power pack revision batch, which is going to be start 1 week before your paper, then you have to enroll individually for that particular power pack revision batch. So my suggestion is go with the Mahapack. In Mahapack, you will get crash course, you will get the power pack revision batch as well. So how to enroll? Simply whatever batch you want to enroll, just click on the batch, check the live class, mock test, ebooks. These are the offerings. When you scroll down here, you will find the study plan. All the 4 subject study plan is available here. Click on the point which where is written here. When you click on here, you will find the study plan of all the 4 subjects like this. Okay, and to enroll, just click on the buy now option, top right, and use the code here, that will be Y496, and apply. So once you apply, you get here 79% discount. But if you purchase from a 24/7 application, you will get 1% additional discount. So 80% discount will be there if you use the code Y496 on a 24/7 application. Okay, so that 80% discount will be available with the 6-month validity. And do remember, IFS subject is definitely tough, but it's not like it is not doable. It is doable. You can do it easily with the right strategy, with the right efforts. You can clear the paper. Now, I just want to give you one quick list of important topics that will help you. 1 second. So it will help you to cover your topics that are important first, and then go for the least important topic. So you cannot leave any topic. You have to cover every topic, but the sequence can be changed. So let's talk about module A first. Module A have 11 units. Definitely sectors of Indian economy, and from here Hindu rate of growth they ask. Hindu rate of growth. Apart from Hindu rate of growth, they also ask the classification by World Bank. So World Bank have classified economies in the 4 categories on the basis of their per capita income. So World Bank classification also they ask. Okay, Hindu rate of growth, World Bank classification, you have to remember. Also, they ask the deindustrialization. So what Britishers have done, they have done deindustrialization. So that also you have to cover. Okay. Then sectors of Indian economy, economic planning, PSL and MSME very important. Globalization, economic reform important. Then I can say in International Economic Organization, not the whole chapter, but the three institutions. IMF, World Bank, WTO. These three are very important. Okay. Climate change, sustainable development goal is important. In this, you will find the CSR as well. That's also important. Issues facing Indian economy. Here you have to cover the migration and jobless growth. These two are very important. Hana? I will write here migration and jobless growth. These two are important in this chapter, in this module. Okay. Now, module B, if I talk about in module B, supply and demand, money supply and inflation, theories of interest, business cycle, monetary policy, fiscal policy. From these two, they mainly ask numerical. From these two, 18 and 19 unit, they mainly ask the numerical. But yeah, definitely they might ask the definition of GDP or GDP deflator or something like that can be asked. But numericals definitely asked from these two units. And all the units I can say in module B is important. Definitely the most important is theories of interest, and in the money supply they ask M1, M2, M3, M4. That's a numerical. Okay, then these are very important. Now, law of demand and supply is also important. Unit number 13, 14, 15 are comparatively more important in module D. Now, in module C, in overview chapter, you have Narsimhan Committee 1 and 2. That's very much important. Apart from that, the certain recent changes or recent development have been given in this chapter, like Jandan Yojana, JAM Trinity, such kind of developments have been shown in the banking that we have to cover. Indian banking structure, here you have to cover TechFin, FinTech, all the types of bank, scheduled, non-scheduled bank, or the, we can say, apart from that, payment bank, small finance bank, differentiated bank concept, that all everything have to be covered. Laws also important, definitely 1 or 2 section they ask. Development financial institution, microfinance institution, NBFC, then your reforms and development. These chapters are comparatively more important. And in module D, capital market, forex market, merchant banking, derivative, factoring, venture, lease and hire, credit, then mutual funds, then para banking. In pension product, APY and NPS is important. Hana, in pension product, these two are important. So this is all. These are the chapters which are comparatively more important in module B. Okay. So accordingly, prepare for these chapters. These chapters will help you out to clear your paper with a very good marks. Hana? And the technique I would suggest you should follow is, first of all, conceptual clarity is very important. Whatever number of concepts you are covering, understand it. Do not try to mug up the concept. And memorizing the concept won't help you. Note making, do make those topics note which every time we say in the classes that this have been asked in the paper. So you don't have to write it down. You have to write down the name of the topic, because 1 week before your paper, you have to revise the whole syllabus. And definitely nobody is capable of doing a 10 hours bank job or 8 hours bank job and then cover the 45 minutes in 1 week. So definitely all those topics which we are telling is important. Make a note of that and revise these chapter 1 week before of your paper. Okay. Now practice question, practice as much as you can do. Mock test and practice is very much important. But after giving the mock test and practice, do make sure you go for the analysis also. In every test, whether you are going for a topic-wise test, whether you are going for a full-length mock test, in every test, you will find the detailed solution is given. So do revise or do check their solution, because the detailed solution will be available there. And once you read the detailed solution, it will help you to memorize the concept. It's a part of revision as well. Okay, so give the practice test, topic-wise test, full-length mock test, and do check their result and solution. Then do revise whatever you are studying, do revise it once. Very important. So whatever you are studying today, let's say you are having a class from 7 to 8 p.m. Whatever you have studied 7 to 8 p.m., do revise it tomorrow in the morning before going to back. Just give 15 to 20 minutes to each subject and revise whatever you have studied 1 day earlier in your live class. That's how you will be memorizing the concept for a more longer period of time. Okay, so that's all. Now do make sure you download the Error 24/7 application, and to enroll in the batch, I have told you how to enroll from the application. And also do not forget to subscribe the channel JAIIB CAIIB English Medium and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. Okay. How to enroll only for IFS? For IFS, you can go for the individual batch. Like I have showed you in the website that we have a crash course. Similarly, when you scroll down, you will find the individual subject batch also. So you can enroll in the individual batch from there. Okay, Divya ma'am? Ram Kumar sir, that I will provide you tomorrow. Okay, the link for the same I will provide you tomorrow. Clear? So this was the orientation class of our IFS subject. Tomorrow onwards, we will be starting the study. And I have given you the overall understanding, and I have also given you the proper review of the subject and what we have to do in the next 26 or 28 days. Now, from tomorrow onwards, we will start our preparation. Okay, but whatever points I have discussed with you today, do make sure you follow that for the next 1 month. Till your 16th of November paper, that is RBWM paper. Do make sure you follow every step till the 16th of November paper. Okay, so that's all for today. If you have any query, you can ask here in the comment section. I'm checking your comment. If there is no query, we can end the session. We will meet again tomorrow at the 7 to 8 p.m. only for our classes starting. Okay, also 9 to 10 p.m. I am starting PPB crash course also. So 9 to 10 p.m. you can find the demo of orientation class on the YouTube channel as well as in the paid classes. And from tomorrow, we will be continuing the PPB subject as well. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you all for joining this session with me. If you are having any doubt or any issue at the time of enrollment, so you can call on the number which is available on the screen, and you can contact to our executives. He will help you out to decide which batch will be better for you and how to enroll. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you all for joining this session. All the very best for the next 1 month preparation of yours. We are here for you. Whatever query, whatever kind of question you have in your mind, always ask your query in the classes. And in class, if you're not joining it live, you are watching it recorded form, then also you can leave your comment related to your doubts. We will check your doubts and we will explain in the next class. Okay, so thank you all for joining this session with me. See you all in the next class. Take care, everyone.